Welcome to Flow Tao Salon. Today, we're looking at a category of skincare that completely defied expectations to become a multi-billion yuan juggernaut, facial essence oils. For decades, face oils had a strict biological and seasonal speed limit. They were heavy, slow to absorb, and largely restricted to people with very dry skin trying to survive harsh winter months. Yet, despite those inherent physical limitations, the category has exploded into a massive, year-round essential. To understand how this happened, we have to look at the macro data. The market expansion is actually fracturing the industry into two completely different battlegrounds across China's largest e-commerce platforms. This chart shows the online sales dynamics for the category. Look at Tmall's trajectory here. Total sales volume is actually flat to slightly negative by 2025. But overall revenue is up because brands are aggressively pushing up the average unit price, pivoting hard into a premiumization strategy. Meanwhile, down here on Douyin, we see the exact opposite. Douyin is dominating through sheer volume, eating up market share rapidly to capture nearly 60% of all unit sales by 2025. Brands are navigating a severe channel fracture, relying on Tmall for premium margins, while fighting a brutal war on Douyin for mass volume. Surviving this requires a completely new playbook. To compete for that massive Douyin volume, cosmetic chemists first had to solve the texture problem. They needed to engineer oils anyone, anywhere could use. This table shows formula evolution. Left, pure oils offer strong repair, but their thickness confines them to dry skin. Center, biphase formulas separate water and oil, speeding absorption. Right, micro-emulsion blends esters and silicones to create a watery oil viable for oily skin. That specific formulation technology erased the biological and seasonal boundaries of the product. It transformed a niche winter remedy into a highly profitable, year-round mass commodity. But while lightweight texture expands the total addressable market, texture alone doesn't generate premium profits. To command high prices, brands need highly specific biological claims. Looking at this efficacy breakdown, we see the foundation of the market is built on basic moisturizing, which averages 220 RMB per unit. But the real margin is in anti-wrinkle products. That specific claim commands the highest category average at 251 RMB. This ranking table shows exactly who is capitalizing on this dynamic. Forest Cabin sits comfortably at number 1 on Douyin, boasting over 900 million in sales and a massive 257% growth rate. They achieved this using a strict barbell pricing strategy. On the low end, they deploy extreme low-cost items, like this 39.9 RMB sheet mask bundle. It acts as a loss leader, engineered entirely to buy algorithmic traffic and acquire thousands of new customers. Once those users are in the ecosystem, they are funneled up to the high end of the barbell, the brand's core profit engine. That's this 799 RMB Camellia Anti-Wrinkle Oil. Winning in modern beauty requires mastering this exact matrix. Brands must sow cheap traffic drivers to satisfy Douyin's algorithm, while simultaneously engineering high-margin anti-aging assets to build real corporate wealth. The explosion of the face oil market is a masterclass in adapting to the brutal constraints of modern retail. Here are the 3 key takeaways. First, formulation is liberation. Micro-emulsion technology solved the sensory problem, turning a heavy winter remedy into a year-round universal staple, multiplying the potential market size. Second, anti-aging dictates the premium. Consumers are willing to absorb massive price hikes, provided the brand can credibly promise anti-wrinkle efficacy over basic hydration. And third, the barbell survival strategy. Navigating the divide between Tmall's premium focus and Douyin's volume obsession requires pairing low-cost, algorithm-friendly traffic drivers with high-end core assets. Thanks for joining us. Tao Zui Shalom, Man Yan Xing Long.